Hello and welcome to another Tuesday, a day where we sit down and we talk about things here on Cleric Talk. My name is Michael Gramling.
And I'm Cindy Munoz, also known as the High Priestess 710.
Thank you. Sorry, last week we weren't able to make stream. Had a little bit of difficulties in the studio, but we got that fixed.
Yes, we had some difficulties in the studio and difficulties with my physical wellness.
Yes.
Your
knee exploded, your back exploded.
More importantly was my eye.
Oh yeah, your eye exploded too.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it.
No, it's fine. It's nothing like crazy, like, oh my God.
She fell.
No, and I did not get pink eye either.
So. Pink eye.
Being at the Renaissance Fair, we all know the risks that we take. And some of those risks could be the dust. Mm-hmm. And the dust and my allergies were not a good combo. And so I ended up getting an eye infection. And that didn't help. And then on top of that, we had technical difficulties. It was just, it was a perfect shit storm.
Yes. I was getting all phlegmy. Every morning, I had a really bad cough.
Yeah. Well, you were getting ready to host by yourself, too. I was really proud of you.
I was, yeah.
I know. You guys were going to get to see Mikey all by him lonesome.
It was going to be my debut.
Oh.
Michael Gramling.
And then I screwed it up.
It's okay. I'm glad that you're here because you're what makes the show the show.
Oh, Mikey. I think we make the show the show.
Yes. I couldn't do this kind of dialogue by myself. I'd look crazy.
Yeah, you would have to pretend that I was here and then no one else would hear the voice in your head.
Yeah, I'd just be talking off
And
screen.
It sounds like Lois, right?
It does.
Of course it does. It sounds like Lois every time when I'm not around.
I can't do it.
God.
That's why I'll just be smiling. When you're not around, people are like, "What? What's going on?" And I just hear your voice in the back of my head, just narrating something I'm doing, and then I'm smiling, and they're like, "What are you doing? What are you thinking about?" I'm like, "Nothing."
Just tell them Cindy.
I'm not crazy. I hear voices in my head. So we have a couple of updates, a couple of things that we've been up to. The Ren Fair is over. It finished 2 days ago. 3 days? 2 days ago?
Thank you, God.
It was a wild ride. 3 weekends of shenanigans.
You guys went in on it way harder than I did this year. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, you had to be at Gen Con the first weekend.
I did, which was amazing.
Yes. We have stuff that we're going to show you guys that we got from Gen Con.
Yeah. That I got from Gen Con. I know I matched too much the wall, but it was too hard to not wear the shirt. And then I was like, what am I going to wear? And the only thing
there's like, it's a little red dragon. Well, not really little. It's a terrifying looking red dragon.
Well, I could have worn red flannel, right? Like a red and black flannel. Mm-hmm. But Christmas is coming up soon. So there'll be enough of me wearing red and black flannel that I didn't need to start it in
We need to get
August.
Matching ugly sweat. Like
don't worry. No, we won't talk about that. We'll make it up.
It'll
and
all
we'll
be a
it
surprise.
Out, so it's a floating head and a floating dragon. And a floating head and blue.
We will get green sweaters. Ooh. And we will repaint the walls.
It'll all be green screen. Christmas time is home. Hey, we're not gonna do that. It's not even Halloween's coming up.
Yeah.
Anyways, Ren Fair, huge success.
Yeah.
Resounding success.
Like I said, you guys kicked ass.
We're still calculating the numbers, but we sat nearly 1,000 people over the 3 weekends. It was mayhem and crazy. I have a huge list of thank yous to a bunch of people.
Man, that'll take up. What we need next time is we needed to have a thing that just had like a bunch of names, and it just scrolled really fast, you know, because there was such a long list.
It'll pause on my name for a brief second, and then do the rest of the names.
Of course.
I mean, we had a couple of guests that kind of came out and camped with us over the weekend. We did after hours games with some of the vendors. My favorite thing about the entire weekend is that we had a very special guest. A friend that we met last year, a young child, a beautiful little girl,
a growing flower.
Yes,
she is very special to us. Especially, I mean, she's part of that Ren family that we have been a part of. You know what I mean? And she's fantastic. And I think we should say her name.
Yes, her name is Orion Amy.
Beautiful name.
She wrote an adventure first off,
which I did not expect. I didn't expect when you guys told me she was coming into DM. I just thought you guys handed her like one of the simple modules or something, and no.
She wrote her own adventure. It was a huge hit. She was being requested every day. I really want to play with her and this and that, and I got to sit in and play it, and it was fantastic. We hopefully are going to be turning it into a CCC. It's going to be the Orion special.
Would be great.
We might get to premiere and
just
show.
Just gotta polish it up a little bit.
Just a little bit. There's a little bit of tweaking that needs to happen, but overall, it's a very solid adventure. I can't wait to play it. Yes.
We gotta have her come on the show and run it.
We will.
We will.
We will.
That is gonna be a thing.
I wish watching her DM.
Huh?
In her red gear.
In her red
which is precious. Her little red with her foxtail. Yes. And her hat's my favorite part.
Is it?
I love the hat. Oh my god, it's so cute.
She was fantastic.
I don't know. Ben, do we have a picture of that we could...
It is?
Oh, wait.
So this is our friend Orion. Her parents were very kind to let us have free child slave services.
There's low in the back.
Oh, is there?
Is that low in the back?
Maybe.
I can't see that far. No, that's low, right?
That's another person.
Oh, that's another person? I can't see that far.
Orion killed it all weekend. She was there from open to close.
There is no hat for it.
It was phenomenal. Loved it. Ooh, there's
no... she doesn't hat on this, but she does have a hat.
Correct.
It's like this like red. It matches her whole outfit, and it like kind of it reminds me of like the Puss in Boots hat.
A little bit, yeah.
You know what I mean with the feather. It's really precious. I don't know if we have a picture of that, but
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we got one with her.
That's fine.
But her family does this. They have a stall called Enchanted Huts where you get this like wooden base with a little like.
Can I go grab one?
Do you have it? Do we have one here?
I believe we have one here.
We have the one that she made us.
Yes.
Go grab it.
Yes, son. What do you think I was going to do?
So they do. I love it. They were super busy. Oh, I can see it in the distance. They were super busy. But you get.
That's the one Zeke made.
Oh, is that the one Zeke made?
Yeah.
Oh. But they do this. I'm not going to spoil too much because she's going to bring it out and it all makes sense. But you get to make an enchanted little like thing. And it's beautiful. And there's moss and acorns and rocks and cardboard.
We'll show you a novice version to an expertise.
Here, I'll grab the.
Okay.
I'll grab the.
I almost want to use these for like D&D.
We have to.
Oh yeah, we had a dragon that's out on this one.
Yeah. So this was my son's. This was Zeke's. This was his first and only one that he's ever made.
I like the tree.
And it's supposed to get glued back. We'll do that.
Yes.
We'll do that. We'll fix it. And
But you get a wooden base. There's a little cardboard house. Everything you get to decorate. Rocks and goodies and ooh, you got little mushrooms in the back of it.
I love the little tops. He's like, it's my little gnome hut, and I was like, you're so cute.
But they do these. It's fantastic. It's really fun.
That one is amazing.
Oh,
that's the one that Orion made, and that one is just. We do have the dragon.
A little bit more. It was kind of hard.
Oh, it's hard to see. Here, we'll do something like that. Is that better?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Kind of rotate a little bit.
Oh.
She glued minis on there too.
Yeah, she did. She made like a whole adventure scene right there. It was awesome. It was on the last day last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That she brought it to us.
Yeah, they were hanging out like every day because they were across from us. And
yeah.
They DM'd all the time. Oh, Emery got to make one.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, I don't think I saw it though.
Oh, I would have loved to have seen Emery's. I bet you it was so like girly cute,
Probably.
You know. Oh.
She was an alicorn.
Was she?
Yeah, she had the wings and the horn and everything. It was super cute. I have to glue the ears back together because they broke off.
Uncle Mikey on the rescue.
Always
awesome.
super glue.
It's a super. You gotta learn between super glue and hot glue.
Yeah.
You know.
It was the two.
Depends. It's depends.
It's depends. So special thanks to Orion. It was really great having her out there and getting to watch a fresh face, a youngin who was really into the entire like aspect of DMing. She was quick-witted, funny. The adventure was a hit, and we sat her with like real like hardcore players, and she played it off. She did a fantastic job.
They were laughing and having a great time the entire time.
The whole time. Amy got to play with me, and we played with the two other girls, and it was. I'll tell you the story later, but it was so fun.
Well, to split the story up about finding children that are DMing our games.
That's right. Dragonflight.
Yes,
You guys-
I went to Dragonflight because of the eye problem to
Yes.
make sure that I didn't miss
Dust.
today. Which, but you know, it's fine.
You look better.
Thank you. I feel better.
It's less swollen.
Unless,
There's less pus.
Oh, there was no pus, you mess.
It was leaking out of her everywhere.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Anyways, we went to Dragonflight, and that was amazing. It was very difficult for us that were there all day, all night. You know, yeah. No, stop.
That's my jam.
Yeah. Ben was a champion. If we were gonna give anybody the champion award. Like, yeah, you know, the Cleric has earned his medals, but Ben was our champion.
Oh yeah, Ben was
He was the Cleric's champion for this last month of August.
He was out at Ren Fair all day, and then drove all the way up to Dragonflight.
Yes.
Stayed there until 3:00 in the morning. Took a cat nap, then drove back early. It was wild.
Dude, you were nuts. You were nuts.
Crazy.
But we on, I believe it was on Friday, we had some games going, and a young man and his father came, and the young man's name was Tack, and the father's name was Eric, and they played, and at the end of the night, they came up to Josh, and they looked at him. And they
said, "Wow, you have a bald head."
Yeah, well, I think everybody says that with their eyes.
But
the father was like, "My son has something to ask you," and he pretty much asked.
What's wrong, Bean?
Ben's laughing right now.
What's wrong, Bean?
Ben says he's tired, but
Ben's like, "That's the first thing I thought of when I saw him." Wow, you're bald.
Started like cycling through how many people met Josh and just having that dialogue.
Everyone.
Okay.
So back to Tack.
Yeah, so Tack. So he was really shy, and he approached Josh about wanting to DM, and Josh was like, "Yeah, I have a table for you tomorrow." And he's like, "Really?" And he's like, "Absolutely." So he gives them a module. I don't remember which modules they were. I wasn't there for that exchange. But he did his first one, and Josh was like, he was really nervous when he got up there. But when I got there, which they started at 9, I got there probably like around 10:30, 11 o'clock. He was just going for it. He was at it. Like his arms were going. He was fantastic. Do we have a picture of him?
I haven't gotten one.
I thought we did.
Well, I think we're still waiting on a couple of photos.
Yeah, Josh has been really busy. So anyways, he came up and was like, "Can I DM more?" And Josh was like, "You can DM as much as you want.
All day,
all night, whatever you want."
So I said to her, I was like, "As long, yeah, I got a table. You'll be here all day." And she was like, "Yes."
Well, it was fantastic because his dad was either in the game playing or his dad was there behind him, like helping him and like go. I mean, it was beautiful. It was beautiful, and I'm really glad that we were able to give them that platform to be able to have that because he was really excited. He bought the big statue.
He's the one who.
Yes.
Call him and tell him to return it immediately because I wanted that. You guys weren't supposed to get rid of it. I wanted it so bad.
I know, it was a beautiful statue. We really thought about it and we were like, you know what? If someone's willing to buy it, then they can buy it. But if they don't, we're taking it home. And Of course they bought it. I mean, it was this big statue that was like only in 3 or 4 pieces, right?
Yeah, I think it had like you had to put its arm on and like something else.
Like
and
it's like bottom base and
it's
feet
like
or something.
The box was like this big.
Yeah, the box was like this big, but I would see the creature.
It was like this big.
No, that's too big.
It was like this big. In my heart, it was like this big.
Yeah, it was. But it was fantastic, and he played in the I believe one of the games. I think he played in. God, I can't remember. Drums of the Dead. I think.
I heard that was vicious, and a lot of people were like getting ruined from that epic.
It was fantastic.
It was good.
It was good.
It was good.
It was great. I got to NPC that night, and then I also got to do the open. We did the open, Michael, on Sunday.
Oh, the season 9 open.
And Tack was there. He
Good.
got to play. That was great. And that one was fun. I got to play Pip-Yep.
I was always imagining Pip-Yep. Like I was driving and I was like, what would Pip-Yep sound? To me, Pip-Yep sounded like Igor, and so I looked like a crazy person, just like yes, and like.
No, mine was like, you want me to do it?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Pip-Yep. I don't know. I'm a little too stoned. Let's see.
I'm a little too stoned.
It's like I was like, yeah, I think that's how I was talking. Really, it was. But yeah, I think I got it. That was it. Pip-Yep.
That's pretty good.
That was,
We'll have to have you.
And then I think when I got tired, he got a little bit more groggy and like
Pip-Yep getting tired.
Oh yeah, Pip-Yep fell asleep, and then when a table yelled for me, and I got woken up, Josh went to go stand in for Pip-Yep, and then I came up and I said, "Who the hell woke up Pip-Yep?"
I heard something about that.
Yeah,
like the table was in a riot.
Yeah, the whole table started just breaking. I just started just falling apart laughing. It was awesome. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah, and I was napping. Yeah. We were up all night. It was super tough, dude. It was off and on sleeping all day, and a lot of caffeine, a lot of espressos.
A lot of espressos.
I'm still having to get through the addiction right now.
Beyond having some guest DMs, at least at Ren Fair, I got to see a lot of families play, and that was really cool. Having to see that.
The weekend I was there, I got to see family. Not family, friends. Yeah. Family, I did too, actually. I got to see my son. That was nice. I got to see Josh, which I barely get to see that. That's true. So I guess I did get to see family. But I got to see Ren family. Yeah. We got to see Quinn and Bloom. Yeah. That was great. We even got to see Douglas and Sarah.
Yeah.
That was nice. I got to see some of my new friends from Gen Con that I met too.
That's right.
Yeah.
A lot of people at Gen Con are from like the
Seattle area. Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
It was
pretty rad, dude.
Yeah, I went on a good week. Well, I don't know. That was debatable. The weather was shitty, but the people were great.
I think we got rained on the second weekend.
Yeah,
it wasn't so bad. I enjoyed it.
It got cold. And I think that
which was good because the first weekend was like heat stroke central.
I know, but I think that's what added to my infection.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
But, other than Ren Fair, Dragon Flights, we have PAX coming up.
Yes.
That's not this weekend, but the weekend after.
Yes, we get a rest.
There is D&D that is happening. This is being written by a somebody doing a thing. It's not going to be Adventures League. So some people are a little sad about that. But we have news about Adventures League. That it is going to be at PAX. We are doing it.
Yeah.
At the Library of Alexandria.
Yeah, which I think they were at Dragonflight too. They were right below us in like the hallway. Like you open the elevator and they were right there. That's normally their steez, and I love it. I love it when you open up and it's like, boom, books.
I remember
like
last year
in front of you.
Last year there was a group of people playing a game and they were like screaming at each other. Oh, yeah. Do you remember that?
Gaming can
was the same. That was the same game we were playing. That was the same game we were playing when they were like, Mikey's a traitor. They were playing that game.
Is that why everyone was getting sad at you?
It was the last game that I was a bad guy. It wasn't fair. Anyways, PAX, come out, check it out. We'll be playing DDAL with the Library of Alexandria. I'm not sure how many tables we have yet. 4 tables. Now I know we have 4 tables. We're going to be running
Collateral damage is going to be there as well.
Oh, we are going to have collateral damage.
Yes, that's why. Well, that's why we held it off. Remember?
That's true. Yeah.
For the whole, like, that was part of the whole thing, was that so we can make sure that we were able to really get it out there to people, so they had opportunities to.
I remember this now.
Because it's so much freaking fun.
It's so much freaking fun.
We gotta play it. I gotta play it for the first time.
Did you really?
The...
I was the DM.
Yes,
Oh, we were sitting there. We did the thing. Wow, that was like ages ago. That was forever ago that we did that. So PAX, there's DDAL. Check us out. Cleric Games is gonna be there running games. We have 4 tables. We're also gonna have collateral damage. So those of you guys who have gotten a chance to play it at Dragonflight, you can play it again. For those of you guys who haven't gotten a chance to play it and want to, come to PAX and sit down with the game creator, Daniel Salcido.
Salcido!
I think he's gonna only be there the last day. I think you're running it otherwise.
I guess come by and
I
experience.
think I might be running it too.
Really?
Yeah.
It's going to be the Muggs, Cindy, Daniel special. Collateral damage.
Oh my god, it's dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
Oh my, you guys have seen it.
Very much so. On top of that,
Fritz.
oh, I never got. Fritz came to the fair, and I never got introduced.
Oh, but Mushi and him got introduced.
Well,
Mushi
Mushi's
loves
the
everyone.
important.
Tack, that was Mushi's boy for the weekend.
Oh, was it?
Oh yeah, like they were homies. Like Mushi just always makes friends wherever he goes.
Musha for Jones, dude.
He is the little pet detective, you know.
Everyone would come by. Can I pet your dog?
Everybody, and I'm glad that, and people are so good about like the consent thing, and I'm like, thank you for asking, thank you for asking. Yeah,
It's really cool about it.
yeah.
Speaking of collateral damage and everything, we have some updates about Kickstarters. So collateral damage is currently at 61% of fund. Oh hey, last day, Betsy, you're driving back from. Well, Betsy, aw, I like
what
a
Fritz said.
You weren't in the tent, ergo not my fault.
No, Fritz, I never left that tent.
He never left that tent, so he came when you were probably in like the privies.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Ergo, your fault, Fritz. Come by. Fritz, are you going to be at PAX? Fritz will be at PAX.
He's got a booth because remember who he's with?
No. No, stop. It's my sheet.
Norse Foundry, Undertale.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm getting to. That's right here.
Continue on.
I'm the one who
Who's
vapes.
Booth 60 Juan. Kickstarters. Collateral damage. 61% funded. It's 15 days left. 69 backers. If you haven't checked them out, check out Collateral Damage. It's a really fun game. It's fantastic. There's videos. There's stretch goals. For those of you who have backed it, don't forget to go to your local game stores.
I didn't bring the copy that he had with him at Dragonflight, too.
Oh, one of the small booklets?
Yeah.
I wanted one of them. That's fine.
I have one, but I forgot to bring it. Typical.
Crud. If you go to your local game stores, let them know.
69.
There's a big thing in the chat about the 69. So there's still half a month left to back it. Check it out. It's an incredible game. You can come and experience yourself at PAX 2019.
Yeah, PAX West.
PAX,
too.
yes, here in the Great Pacific.
Northwest.
Moving onward, Dungeon Craft. It has 58 hours remaining. It's already at 288% funded. It's well over where it started at.
Now
if you
that's
don't know
when
about
booth 611 at PAX West.
60 is
6011.
Is that going to be Dungeon Craft or is that going to be Adventures and Adversaries?
No, apparently it's not going to be. What is it, Fritz?
What is it, Fritz?
Fritz, school us.
Yes, learned us.
Dungeon Craft is not Norse Foundry.
No, Adventures and Adversaries is Norse Foundry.
I see.
Roger Dodger.
Roger Dodger.
So Dungeon Crafts, Dungeon Tiles, amazing artwork, really cool, really good assets if you're a DM, or even if you're a player and you want to get something for your DM. It's a fantastic gift. Check it out. You've got 58 hours remaining. Good luck. Beyond that, C4 Labs. We've been using their product for a long time. Their Kickstarter is out. Lexiq, the Explorers Pack. You've seen the commercials.
They had it at Dragonflight.
Oh, do they have it out on like the tables?
Like to look, she brought it with her to show off.
That's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
The Explorers Pack is something that I'm a huge fan of. I think it's an incredible like transportation device for anything roleplay. Holds dice, things. You've seen we show it almost every time. It's fantastic. Check them out. They've got 27 days remaining. They're already over halfway funded. There's nothing else to really say except check it out.
Yes. That's why I was confused. Okay, Fritz wrote, Dungeon Craft is 1985 games, though I am working with both projects. Norse Foundry will probably sell DC once it comes out, though. Okay, that's why I got confused, because Fritz is working with both. And that's why I was confused. Okay, I apologize. We have been corrected.
Oh, Fritz works with like 10,000.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's the fucking
10,000.
10,000 companies.
Yes. He's like the Santa Claus of company work.
Of games.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's his thing. Lastly, Adventures and Adversaries. These are resin characters and good... Oh my goodness. My words.
Minis.
Thank you. They have been really funny and fantastic.
I've seen he's linked me into some of them that he has up on his Twitter.
There's the Warforged.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That's really fantastic.
Yeah.
The turtle folk, the dragon folk.
Turtle folk, dragon folk.
Yeah, no, I know, but the Warforged one was really cool. The turtles, that's a given. You know how much I got hearts for turtles.
Check out Adventures and Adversaries. 13 days remaining. They're almost 80% funded. Really cool packages, really cool this and that. Get the mini that you deserve. Get the mini that fits your character. They have tons of customizations and weapons and playable races. I've gotten to look at some of the stuff. It's phenomenal. It's fantastic.
Yes.
It'll definitely be a strong competitor in the mini game. Speaking of, WizKids has been coming out with new minis. They've come out with a couple of pre-painted things.
Yeah, they were kind of cool. They all sold in like 2 days when I had them. They had the Dragonborn was really cool. The which other ones did they have? They had the I know the Tieflings.
Yeah, they had all of the original, like the big icons.
Yeah,
were pre-painted and things like that. But Norse Foundry, Adventures and Adversaries, they're going to be a very strong competitor. I love their minis.
Definitely,
you'll definitely see those coming to Cleric events. You'll see them on the show. Hopefully, we can have Fritz on here to.
With Evanron now in the works, if you are paying attention on the internet, you would know that Evanron is coming, and having a company that's already on top of getting those Warforged, like that's just saying.
Also, if you can back them at the highest tier, you have a chance to have your own puppy in future possible episodes. Yeah,
what?
At the very bottom, if you back it at the highest tier, you have the capability to have your pet on the next commercial for future things.
Oh.
So we have to get Mushifer Jones on there.
We gotta do it. Some chickens on there.
Yeah.
Mushy.
Check it out. It's limited space. I think there's only 4 slots open.
Ooh.
If you're a fan of minis, this is the Norse Foundry's a very strong competitor in the mini game, and you guys, everyone's going to see it. Again, speak to your local retailers, let them know these are going to be fantastic for game shops as much as it is for players. And with that, those are our morning announcement. Is it morning? Afternoon.
It's afternoon. It's like past
Morning
lunchtime.
somewhere.
It's morning. It's
morning to somebody, I guess.
Yeah, somewhere in the ocean.
But most of the people we know, it's like, I'm just waiting for work to fucking let me out. So, to you guys, shout out, you know?
To those of you guys working hard, keep working hard.
And to those waking up right now, good morning.
Good morning. What are we doing for the rest of the day?
I brought something to the studio to, wait, what did that say? Did you see Chris with Gen Con Grand Puppy? I think I did.
Jan Dog is the bestest.
I think I did.
I have seen some pictures. It looks like you went everywhere in the world on while you were
had
there was
to.
museums.
Yeah,
Had to go.
Yeah, I had to go. Well, the museum was because we were checking out of our hotel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, getting the boot, and you know, and I didn't have to go on my air flight till like way later. So
like what?
Way later.
One more time.
Like a freaking gnat. Way later. And so I went to the museum with one of my new friends named Bonsai. That's pretty
really
awesome.
cool.
She was really nice. She was my roommate for the whole time. She was super cool, and she knew that I had a really crappy time trying to get out there, and she was really cool and supportive, and it was I definitely made a new friend. She's from over here too.
I think I saw a picture. You were at this thing called, I think it was called the Gushing Lady.
No, I don't know what it was called, but that's what I called it.
This is what I call the Gushing Lady. It was like a waterfall. And
there was
happening.
Well, it was very
suggestive.
I mean, similar. I have one, so it's very similar.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do. It's very similar to something that I have seen before, and yeah. And we thought it was very funny because of the waterfall. It was like, well, never dry up, no matter how old she gets.
So let's talk a little bit more. Today we had you brought a thing from Gen Con.
I did.
Yes, you brought. There's two of the things.
Well, so I one of the things that I was really excited about, and that I had read through Twitter. Thank you, Twitter, for letting me see what was going on. They were letting me know about how Funko was doing these play tests for a new mini board game that they were creating, something that they were trying out.
Yes.
And so I obviously signed up because it was free, which I later found out that if you didn't sign up, you would have to have generic tickets, which cost $2 each, and I don't remember how many tickets you had to have. And you had to wait in line, which I didn't have to wait really in any type of super long line. It was more like, come line up here and be ready for us to tell you where to go.
Okay.
I was like, cool. I forgot the posters. I must have left them on the side table in front of the door.
Probably.
But it's okay. So it was posters of advertising the two games that I bought. Because there was options for the Funko board games to play was a DC.
Bring them out.
Okay, well, there was a DC one and there was a Harry Potter one. Those were the big ones for $49.99, right?
Okay.
So the ones that I got, because I really wanted this one that I'm about to show you. This is the one I was really excited about. They were smaller, so they were $24.99. This was the Golden Girls. The Golden Girls. Mikey, how much do I love the Golden Girls?
Lay it down right there.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
The Golden Girls.
The Golden Yearls.
Oh my God.
I gotta switch the camera over so people can see it. There we go.
Got it? Is that in the good? Is that? Should we flip it upside down or is it good?
We like that.
Oh,
Leave it
okay,
like
I can
that.
see it now. Okay,
Kosher
so the Golden Girls. This was fantastic. And then next to the Golden Girls, because you have to have, if you're going to really play a complete game, you have to have the big size one.
FunkoVerse.
The FunkoVerse.
Yes.
So you could have played the complete game with one of the big ones of just the Harry Potter or just the DC. And you could combine them and make them big, big, big if you want. Yeah. That's what I was understood that they explained to me. So then I got these two to battle against each other. Can you see that?
I'm just imagining Golden Girls in the Rick and Morty universe.
So That's why I thought I was hilarious. Because I could have done 2 Golden Girls, but then I was like, no. Because that's how they taught me. They taught me with 2 Golden Girls.
Okay.
But I wanted to really mix shit up. And I thought if someone's going to like time warp into some sort of world, it would be Rick and Morty into the Golden Girls world.
You know what my favorite? Just staring at these. So the Golden Girls is for ages 10 and up. And for Rick and Morty, you have to be a little more mature, okay? You have to be just a
3 years.
smidgen. 3 years.
3 years.
To get the references a bit more.
I didn't even catch that. You're too much. So, with that being said, they gave me these 2 little pins, which you'll learn what this means when we're playing the game.
Okay.
Okay, or when we pull it out and we kind of walk through the game.
Okay.
So these are cute little pins. And then, because I went to the play test, I had an option to buy a shirt, which I didn't buy any other Gen Con shirt. This was the only one. It was $19.99.
Okay.
And look at how there was no other Gen Con shirt that had like a cute dragon of any sort.
That is really nice.
And it's a cute little Funko Pop.
It's got dice in it. It's all like.
And it's like big,
cartoony.
huge eyes. How cute! Like, I know, right? And then it even says Gen Con 2019, so I can still remember what it was from, you know?
That's good.
And like, be like, yeah, I went to like Gen Con 2019,
Wow.
and I went to the Funko stand.
I wanna.
Ben, do you have a knife?
Because this is pretty rad.
Yeah, because I don't want to like mess it up. Look at my suitcase.
Yeah.
So like I brought so much. Yeah, I want a Funko Pop Dragon too.
They ought to have them.
They didn't have Funko Pop Dragons there.
Google it. Give me a Google. Hey, look, there's a little thing. That must be the pin.
Yes, that's the little pin. That's.
Interesting.
Oh, look at ABC and Adult Swim.
I'm a big fan of Adult Swim.
I've always been from the beginning. I'm old,
Yeah.
man. Okay, so when I was younger, story time really quick. When I was younger, I worked at Raging Waters in San Dimas in Southern California.
Which one of these? Do you want to open both of them or just one?
I'm just gonna cut them.
We'll just cut them.
Just cut them, and then we'll go over that, but then we'll put them together so you can see what it looks like when you put them together.
Okay.
So I used to work as a lifeguard. It was my first job when I was 16. And on Friday nights, at nighttime, you can come into the wave pool, and they would have Adult Swim playing on this big, huge, like, projection screen.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be in the wave pool if you were, I think it was like, I can't remember if it was 16 or 18 and up. I can't remember. But you had to be older, and you were able to watch home movies. I don't know if you remember that cartoon, Home Movies.
It's not, like, it doesn't ring any bells.
It was one of, see, I just totally.
Just age dropped?
Yeah, so, because I just told you I was 16 at the time. And you could, and you would be able to watch the Adult Swim cartoons on the projection screen, and they would like host that night. Yeah, see, Daniel knows, loved home movies. Yep. Adult Swim yes, that was the whole point. Yes, exactly. And so I used to lifeguard those nights.
Adult Swim during Adult Swim. That's clever.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So that was something when I was a kid. During my first job.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, here, I want to mess with this. So we've got Rose and Blanche. Is this the only Golden Girls?
JW, home movies was weird. You say everything that I like from Adult Swim is weird. So what would that should tell you?
To be fair, some of the stuff you do like is weird.
I do. I love weird stuff.
Was this the only
Super
Golden
jam.
Girls? Like, could you get any of the other characters, or was it only?
No,
Rose
it was just this. Or else I would have gotten the complete Golden Girls like set if they would have. But this was all they had. It was these were the options. This one Rick and Morty, and then like I said, the bigger version of the Harry Potter and DC. I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, so I didn't really go for Harry Potter.
Okay.
And from what I saw, it had Harry, of course. It had all his homies, his little tight homies, and Voldemort was one of the guys on there.
The nose is the most accurate part of the Funko Pop.
Look at her, dude. She's so.
These are tiny.
That's why they're minis. Oh no! Oh come on.
Oh, does she have a thing you can stick in her hand?
Yes. So there's a cheesecake.
Oh my god!
So you're supposed to drop a cheese. Hold on, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Wait,
Look at and the baggies. Can I just tell you, I love this. I love that it come in baggies that you can reseal, so that way you're not ripping things open and then it's a freaking mess. I like this because I'm a neat freak when it comes to my collectible things. Because if I could have had it my way, I would have bought doubles of this stuff so that I can not open one, you know. But that wasn't gonna happen. And so the fact that I can now keep it organized, I like that a lot.
They're relatively sturdy too.
Yeah, they're mini pops. They're literally little mini pops.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Here, I guess we should open up both of them.
Although she has a very edgy looking eyebrow because the hair kind of cuts into it a little bit.
Yeah. Let me have the scissors.
Oh, here you go.
Here, Mikey. So you go.
You gotta look at that eyebrow. It's right there. It's very edgy. I love it.
You know,
Rose.
What?
Cheesecake.
Yeah, and you get like a bonus to the cheesecake. Like there's.
Okay,
everything.
I'm really into this. So I don't know anything about.
No, look at it. It's all brand new. Everything's like being opened for the first time. I played it. He did not. I played it for like seconds because I was trying to like hurry up and get through it because I wanted to go do other things because I was working on limited time there, baby. Baby. So there's 2 different scenes on here. And each one gets its own scenario. So I played this one. This is the one I played. Oh shit.
Oh, hot dogs. Oh, is it like a beach?
So this is like the beach setting. The other one's like their house.
Ooh.
Here's the instructions.
Combine your favorite characters and go head-to-head in 4 exciting game scenarios. Move through memorable locations, the Golden Girls' home, or the Florida boardwalk, and use your character's unique abilities to capture points and achieve victory.
Look at, even this is a Ziploc.
Nice.
I'm in love. I'm in love right now.
The box includes
Funko,
2 playable
always on
maps.
point.
It's the Golden Girls' home and the Florida boardwalk. Everything in here is exclusive from the FunkoVerse pop and game figures. We've got character cards, bases. Oh, they come with little... Okay, that explains why they have a hole in their feet. So you've got a character base and a cheesecake. Item cards, little gem dealies.
Yes, so you earn the gems.
Okay.
There's different ways of getting points, and each gem, I believe, is a point.
Combat dice.
This is not
You've
nice.
got a handful of tokens.
Yes, so the tokens, when you look in the instructions here, it'll tell you where certain things go.
Okay.
So there's always a place for them to go.
It's about 20 to 60 minutes of gameplay. Or longer if you don't know the rules.
So look at it. Wait, where is it? Here we go.
Let's see. So the cards are a bit thin, but they have like a nice kind of a plastic texture to it.
Yeah, I like the feel of the stock on it. It's got like a nice like matte finish on it.
Yeah.
Where it's still like kind of glossy, but matte.
They actually
It's got a seal on it.
These look like they're all sleevable. Like this looks like a standard like.
Oh yeah, you could tote sleeve it.
Yeah. A little thinner than like a magic card. Yeah. That's still pretty good.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh yeah, if you have any questions about the unboxing, I can kind of see the chat. Oh, this is cute, a little tiny. Friendship card. Lifeguard. Gentleman caller. What?
Yes! I'm telling you, the things on the cards is the best part of the whole thing. And then you have to like slap your opponent. I mean, there's some funny stuff on here.
there's the cheesecake card you were talking about. This character can use this item while knocked down. Stand this character up. Item. Cheesecake. Here's this looks like these are character cards.
Yes. So the character cards obviously it goes to according whoever's playing that character.
Mm-hmm.
And I know.
Rick with the oh my goodness. Morty. Danger. That's hilarious.
Poor Morty.
I like
concerned.
Blanche. Blanche has devastating
Blanche.
You blanch fruits and vegetables. You blanch people.
Oh, here's the Rick and Morty ones. I haven't seen these ones. These are new to me.
Devastate. Oh, I can't even say the word. Devastatingly.
Devastatingly.
Thank you. Beautiful. Words.
The English language.
Goof. All right, okay. So we have a bunch of stuff now in front of us.
So we have the beach scene, right?
Yes.
So now when you're looking at this, in this bag, this little bag with all the little tokens, we're going to dump that out. So on the back of each of these tokens, these little they look like the shards that look like these, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to put these in the places that it tells you to. So like A.
Oh, I see. So you've got a little setup, doodad.
So A would go.
A is on the blue.
Right there. B.
Here. C.
Oh, I'm picking them up, right? That's creepy.
And D. It's over there. Oh, sorry.
Oh. Okay, so now we got that. And then now we have to set up flags. Okay.
Starting areas.
Okay, we have 2 flags.
Scenario. Get your opponent's flag to gain points.
So the flag you would do somewhere right here. In the back, right?
Oh, you can put it in anywhere in your starting area?
Yeah, anywhere in the starting area. Okay. What else are you...
So your starting area is these 3.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Oops.
Okay, that's right.
Extra sound. Keep that right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me see the
instructions?
Yeah.
I told you to read them before we got on here.
Effort and skill, neither of which I have. FunkoVerse. Ooh, okay. Bunch of cute things. We've got understanding components, character cards. We'll start with Rose.
So here, let's turn it this way then to try to get it as best on each.
Oh,
other.
I see. Okay.
See what I mean?
Yeah. How well can you see the character card? Do I need to hold it up closer?
Can't read it.
Can't read it? Oh, that's fine.
We'll read it for you.
Reading isn't important. So
I'll read it.
We've got the name of the card, which is Rose. We've got ability costs. So next to your abilities, there's a bunch of dotty things. I see what looks like a flag, a gear, a tornado, and pyramid. Very scheming. Oh, and the dots that are on the card, are those your starting dots?
Yes.
So ability dots, color indicates which ability tokens you take into your pool during setup. You have a trait. This is a rule unique to your character. Rose has
Where are the
Sergeant
other cards?
Olaf's favorite daughter.
We need these each.
If Rose is standing after a challenge against her is resolved, Rose may do may do a basic challenge. I didn't realize this till just now, but like the image on the character card of Rose is like she's doing bare knuckles.
Yeah! She's getting feisty, dude. I like it.
She's like, yes, on.
Do you want to be Blanche or Rose?
I want to be Rose.
Okay, I'll be Blanche. I'll be the whore. Typical.
Typical. I like Rose. Oh,
I
here.
thought.
Get out of here, dude.
See the base? I made it dark since you're the dark, and I'm light. Okay, where do I start? Right here, right?
Anywhere in your three. Boom. Cheesecake.
So the cheesecake, you could literally, they said you just drop it like however on there, and wherever it lands, that's where the cheesecake is.
I see.
You don't have to play with cheesecake.
I want cheesecake.
Okay, so I don't know the dynamic
love
of cheesecake
cheesecake.
because I haven't played with the dynamic of
If you
cheesecake.
touch the cheesecake, you eat the cheesecake.
Oh, I want that to
I
be
don't
real
know.
right now.
I don't know.
Oh, hey, I forgot your cup. They came from Foggy Moon.
Foggy
Harry.
Moon?
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys, I got a cup. This is a cup. Ooh.
And it came, show the chillum.
Oh, hold on. Here, hold that. Take this. This is my straw.
That is not a straw.
It is too a straw.
What? Well, because now everything's paper straws.
Yes.
That's a straw to maybe inhale.
It's so you don't burn your. It's so you don't burn your mouth when you're
smoking
ganja. Pot. Schweed.
Okay, did I?
What I will say, I don't know if this is picking up well. It's blue and has like these black drippings around it. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but I'm a big fan of it. She did a really good job on these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another friend we made a.
Why did it started sounding like we were like a podcast for a second? We're like, yeah, yeah.
That's true.
That's true. That was what just happened.
What? I don't care.
like an
Quit
old...
focusing so much.
Oh my god. I think it's that caffeine. Okay.
Too much caffeine.
Too much.
What are you drinking, by the way?
I'm drinking a nitro coffee.
A what?
A nitro.
Oh, like the cold brew with extra additives of power.
Yeah, pretty much. And it was I forget what cold foam. The clouded. The cold clouded foam or whatever. I don't know what that's called.
It's a thing.
It's delicious, and I just tell them that.
Oh, I'm Rose.
The cask something.
Oh, I have a bunch of that.
Oh yeah, here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll give that. We'll figure that out. There's the cheese.
What's status?
There's this. I believe yours is lifeguard, right?
Am I a lifeguard?
I think yours is the lifeguard call, and I think mine is gentleman call, or does it matter?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Remember, I played this in like less than an hour at Gen Con in very little sleep. Okay. Yeah, I knew it. I was right. I gotta be more confident in my calls here.
Rose is the lifeguard?
Yeah, Rose is lifeguard. I'm gentleman caller, of course, because Blanche is the whore. Ability tokens.
Your dude starts. I get a yellow and a red. I start with the yellow red. You start with a red and a gray.
Red and gray. Red and well.
And well.
And well. Okay, and then we have to.
Oh, here. Should I just hand this to you?
Sure.
I'll sit here and recite poetry.
Will
How now, brown cow?
How now, brown cow? exhaust marker. Well, hold on. I already gave you yours. I gave you yours. Oh, all other tokens. So you would go like that, you know?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying here.
I'm waiting. Friendship. After a challenge. Status. Status cards. Boop.
Now I'm getting nervous and I'm forgetting.
Don't get nervous. Oh, I mean, I do kind of like. Oh, here's status cards. Bam.
Okay, here's your taking a turn. You read it because you'll. I don't want to misinterpret what I'm supposed to tell you here.
Deal. All right. So each round, players take turns choosing a character to do actions. When all characters have gone, the round ends and a new round begins. Taking a turn. Choose a character. Choose one of your characters without an exhausted marker. No characters have exhausted markers at the start of the round. Number 2. Do 2 actions. Do up to 2 actions with your chosen character. Actions can be basic or special, and a character may do the same action twice. I like that. So we have basic actions and we have special actions.
Yes.
The basic actions are move up to 2 squares in any direction. This is diagonal, forward, backward. However, you do have to watch out for walls.
So this is what they explained to me. You can go like this through the stairs. So here, 1, 2. You can go 1, but you can't go 2 because that's a wall.
Yes.
So on 2, you can go back.
So the walls are kind of the black lines with red outlined around them.
Yes, that's right here. The wall.
So I'm assuming on the other side with the home, there's probably a bunch more. Yeah, there's a bunch more walls. Ooh, check this out. Yep, there's a bunch more walls.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit more challenging than it looks like.
So there's move. There's basic challenge. Roll 2 dice to challenge an adjacent rival. We can assist. You may stand up an adjacent ally that has been knocked down. And lastly, as a basic action, you can interact. This action is not used in your first game. You'll use it in scenarios. So interact is something a little bit different. Special actions. All characters except basic characters can do these actions. Ability. Spend an ability token to use an ability by placing it on your cooldown track on the number shown in the ability cost.
So this is your
Got it. Right, so this is my cooldown track.
Yes, so you start at 4 or you start at, I believe,
it depends on the number next to the ability.
2, I can't remember. I think when you get knocked down, you start at 4 and then you have to work your way down if you get knocked out.
Maybe. So you'll place it on the number shown in the ability based on the ability cost. And you may also use an item. This action is not used in your first game. Some items require an action to use it. So an item that we have is the cheesecake. So you can use the cheese.
The cheesecake says, this character can use this item while knocked down. Stand this character up.
That's pretty nice.
And then once you use it, I think you're supposed to put it in the cooldown. And when it gets out of the cooldown, you throw it back in. That's how that works.
That's pretty cool. 3. So after doing actions, you rally. If the character you've chosen to act is knocked down, the character cannot do the actions above. Instead, the character can stand up by using both actions. Okay. So if your character is knocked down, instead of doing any actions, you stand them up. Lastly, exhaust your character. Place an exhausted marker on the character card of the character you choose. This character cannot take another turn this round. Once you exhaust a character, it's the other player's turn. Okay, so after your character's done some stuff, whether that's stand up, doing basic actions, or special actions, you exhaust your character, thus signaling you are done. Lastly, the next player takes their turn. They do the following listed steps above, beginning with choose a character. So it sounds like you get to use more than one character in certain scenarios.
Yes, if we had the 2 worlds put together, we can make it the Golden Girls versus Rick and Morty, or we can mix it up.
Now,
and you can have other people playing also.
Okay. So it looks like
So everyone could then have their one character per game.
it also looks like the maps change the scenario of the game. So the scenario of the game we're playing is to get your opponent's flag.
Yes.
When the round ends, check to see if any of my standing characters.
The point is to either capture flags and you get points or get more points.
Okay. Ending a round. When both players have exhausted all their characters, the round ends. The player with the first player marker shifts everything on their cooldown track down 1. Then the other player does the same. Things that shift off the 1 return to play. Characters return to your starting area. Ability tokens return to your ability token pool. And item cards return to the characters holding those items. Remove refresh things. New first player that starts the round. Blah, blah, blah. When you move a character, you may move it straight into the square. Okay, that's stuff. A challenge. Doing a challenge, which is a basic action. Challenges allow you to knock down and knock out rivals. Remember that every character may do a basic challenge against adjacent rivals. When you challenge a rival with a basic challenge, roll 2 dice. When using an ability to challenge, you roll an amount of dice equal to the number that follows challenge. Your opponent then rolls a number of dice equal to their defense. And their defense is listed down here next to their thing. So I have a defense of 2, and so do you.
Yes. Now I'll read mine and then you read yours because they're all different too.
Yeah.
So devastatingly beautiful is hers. While Blanche is standing, adjacent rivals roll 1 fewer die when challenging. Yours is...
If Rose is standing after a challenge against her is resolved, Rose may do a basic challenge. So
the name of it's called St. Olaf's favorite daughter.
Well, yeah, here we go. This is why she's going fisticuffs. So if I'm standing after a challenge against her is resolved. So if you challenge me and I don't get knocked down, I may do a basic challenge back at you.
Yes.
I get to go fisticuffs. Rose is gangsta.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's challenging, but yours is way more devastating for Rose's.
So each player rolls dice equal to either their defense or, 2 for the challenge. You want to get more successes than your opponent. As the challenger, you get 1 success for each pow. Pow, pow. Oh, here's the pow, pow.
Hey, Ahsoka's here.
Pupperino Pops.
Poppy.
Good dog.
I am so cool.
Oh, I see. So you get this is worth 1 point, and this is worth 3 points. So as a challenger, you're trying to get more success points than their defense points. As a rival, when you're rolling to defend yourself, you get 1 success point for every shield, and then 3 for every exclamation.
3 exclamation, yeah. It's either a 1 hit or...
It's either 1 or 3.
1 or 3.
If you have more successes than your rival, your character wins the challenge, and your rival loses.
Mm-hmm.
If you do not, your character loses the challenge. Unless otherwise specified by an ability, nothing happens if there's a tie, or if the challenger loses the challenge. Okay, so if I fight you, and I lose, nothing happens to me, nothing happens to you.
Right.
If I have more successes, I win, and you lose. That's about it.
So what are we using these for? Have we gotten to that yet?
Oh gosh, no.
Oh gosh, no, he says.
When a standing rival is challenged and loses the challenge, the rival is knocked down. Tip: the character over. Oh, it says tip the character, not tip, comma. So if I beat you in the challenge, I knock you over.
Yes.
In the square that you're standing.
Yes.
If you're knocked down. Oh, when I knock you down, if I challenge you again and succeed, you're knocked out. You're removed from the map, and you put that character on the 1 of your cooldown track.
Okay.
Rad. Okay, so I can kick you off of the board.
Yes, you can, and have an opportunity to get to my flag before, so that I can't defend it.
So that's perfect. We're gonna go fisticuffs.
I know you are. You're
When
brutal. That's why I knew you're gonna love this.
I
knew this was gonna be up your alley, Mikey.
Oh,
Do I not know you, or do I not know you?
This is, and then it says choosing or doing ability, you choose the ability, blah, blah, blah. And then very clearly in the rules it says stop reading and play. The above rules cover what you need to know to start playing your first game. When you try to do something you have not done before, or you have a question about how something works, refer back to these instructions or read the detailed sections that follow. Yeah, alright, fine. Yeah, we're done reading. Reading is for schmoes. Do I even care about scenarios?
Give it to me.
I don't even care about scenarios. This is a blood fight. This is a 1v1.
I'm trying to see what that. I can't remember what that's for.
Maybe I skipped.
It's the first player marker.
Oh, the little doodad?
That's what that is. The first player marker.
Who does it have two sides? White and black.
So
You wanna
that
flip
way,
it?
yeah, because you flip it. So you call heads or tails. So dark side is.
Okay, well you're dark, I'm white. Okay, we're dark.
Oh, that's right. So you flip it, and whoever it lands
There it
on is
is.
the one who it is.
Da, 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 da.
So now, do you understand what first player means, though?
You just move forward.
And you don't get to attack. You miss an opportunity of attack for the first time.
I didn't read the rules, doesn't count. I go first!
So you don't get to attack. You move first, and then it's.
I have to be right
No,
next
I
to
think
me.
you get to pick who goes first, if I remember correctly.
I think you're making up.
No, I swear to
think
God,
you're
I
making
think
up
you
rules.
get to pick.
I think Cindy's scared.
No,
Okay.
because then you
Rose,
get to pick me and say you go first, but you don't get to attack first.
Oh!
You see what I mean?
Oh, well, what?
If I remember correctly, that's how it goes. Or am I thinking of Pokemon?
You're thinking of Pokemon. That's right, you also learned how to play Pokemon.
I
while
did
you're
at the same day, too,
Uh,
like right afterwards.
Looking at the chat, Shadzar, this is a board game.
Yes, it is a new board game. It has not been released by Funko yet, but it was released for sale at Gen Con if you were there to test play it.
On a side note, do you have, do we get to combine the maps?
This is, and he's asking which game. Yes, you can combine the maps if you want to put the two together. The map are, the front of them are these two.
So the FunkoVerse strategy game.
So right now, out of the ones that I got the Golden Girls and the Rick and Morty, and the other two that they had released were the bigger versions of, one of them was Harry Potter and one of them was DC, and it was more like Batman and Joker and
You're Batman and Joker.
and Batgirl, I believe, was the other one on there. But this game will get released during yes, this is the Rick and Morty ones where there I have the. So these ones will be, I think, for sale like at the end of September or into October or something like that.
I don't know, but it seems worth checking out.
Yes, it is a really fun game. Once we can get it going. Again, it was really early in the morning and I came running after a really long day the day before. So I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes. But I'm pretty sure you get to pick who go. No, that's Pokemon, right? That's right. We determined that. So let's do this.
Yeah, I go first.
So you go
baby.
first. Go first.
I choose you, Wigglytuff.
No, go.
Okay, cool. I get to make two actions. My basic action, I can move 2 squares, right?
2 squares. In any direction.
With relevance to
Without- to the
walls. So I've
walls.
got a wall section here and a wall section here
Yes,
and
sir.
a section here. So I'm going to move now these gems. If I touch a gem, do I get the point?
Yes, you get a point. You then put this in the number 4 cooldown, and you get one of these to keep track of your points.
Rad.
If you capture a flag, that's worth 2.
Yes. Now you have to be adjacent to the flag. If you do so, I'm going to move it here. If you are adjacent to the flag, you can pick up your doodad. You can pick up your mini, and move back to your starting area. So if you enter their zone, you get the 2 points. You come back here. If you knock out a player, it's worth 1 point.
Yeah.
I'm going to move.
If we had more camera space, I probably would put both board games up, but
2.
I don't think we have enough space.
My next action, I'm also going to move 1, 2. I'll pick up the B.
Wait, I don't think. Can you move?
You can do the same action if you'd like. You make 2 actions. My first action will move 2. My second action will move 2.
The 4.
Double move, baby.
Okay.
I would like a gem, please. Put that stuff in my hand, little man.
Oh!
Where do I put this now? Other tokens. This is kind of. I didn't get to look at this. This is kind of cool. Oops. All right, what's your plan, yo? Oh, hey, look. See, I have there's a little thing here.
So
move, challenge, assist,
exactly.
and if I flip it over, it's just a thing.
So the assist is if you had 2 characters for each person.
I can stand up my dude.
I was playing Blanche and Rose, you would have these 2. And the game does work better that way.
I want to play Rose and Morty. That's who I want.
That would be weird.
That'd be great. This is my son. He's from another dimension.
That would be weird.
Oh, wait. Do I exhaust my dude? No, not yet.
I don't remember. Do you? Do you want the book?
I would like to see the book real quick.
So what happens if I'm right in front of you like this?
I don't think I'm allowed to move through you.
As my 2 moves.
You're just right in front of me. That's it?
We're just head to head?
Yeah.
I can't do any of these, right? If I remember correctly.
The start of the round. Now here's the only part that has me a little bit sideways. And that is...
What part?
So it says, after you've done your actions or whatever, you exhaust your character. You place an exhausted marker on your character card. On the character card that you chose.
When you do the attack.
It just says exhausted. It's a part of taking a turn. This character cannot take another turn this round. Once you exhaust a character, it's the other player's turn. And it says choose. No characters have the start of a round, ending a round. Cooldown. Player, the first player marker shifts everything on the cool track down 1. First. Okay. All right. This makes sense. A little more sense. I thought that there are only like 3 rounds and then it's over. So, I've done my turn. You've done your turn.
Yes.
That is the end of a round. So
okay.
Now everything on the cooldown track goes down 1.
If I have
any
one.
exhausted markers you have on your dudes, you would take these off.
I see. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, I'm remembering now as you were doing this. Okay.
And so now I begin. I am now wait, or does the first player thing move?
Okay.
Oh. So the round has ended. Where's the first player marker?
You have it.
Do I? I don't have the first player marker.
It's right there.
Okay, this is yours. Now you get to start the round.
Okay.
And I end it.
So I get to do an attack now if I want, since I'm right in front of you, correct?
You can challenge me if you'd like.
Okay, I'm going to... Let's see, which one are we going to go with? So we have Flirt. Challenge 2, take 1 unspent ability token from your opponent and place it on the 2 of their cooldown track. Another one is the Southern Hospitality. Move each rival Blanche can see up to 2 squares toward Blanche. So I could have pulled you towards me as an action.
That's kind of cool.
But I didn't want you getting close to my flag.
Don't touch me.
Hi, boys! Is move up to 4 squares toward a rival towards a rival Blanche could see.
That's cool. She's quick. Blanche is a very fast character.
Yeah, she can move up the board.
So she has a lot of things about moving characters around the board and moving herself.
So how do I attack you, though?
Oh, so you just, as an action, you can either use a special ability or challenge me.
Okay, so what I want to do is as 2 movements, or as 2 actions, right? I get 2 actions per round, right?
Yes. For your first action, you want to what?
I want to take away. I want a challenge to take away your.
You want to flirt me?
I want to flirt you.
So what happens is we do our challenge thing, and then you take one and you put it on my 2-track.
Okay, so how do I challenge you now?
So the challenge 2 means you're going to use 2 dice.
2 dice.
I'm defending myself, so I look at my defense number, which is a 2, and I get to grab 2 dice.
Now I only use the defense when
I'm attacking you.
When you're attacking me. Okay.
So we roll these out, and it's just a contested roll. I've got a 1.
I got 3, so I win that.
So you win the challenge.
So do I knock you down at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
now wait. Now if I knock you down, I can now attack again, right?
Ish. First things first is we'll continue to resolve your special ability. Choose one of my 2 tokens, either the yellow or the red.
Which are oh god, my eyes. Life isn't fair, kiddo. So I don't put any rules.
I've got a super attack.
Let me read them out loud. Let's read them out loud. Life isn't fair, kiddo. Challenge 4. If you win, you may move the target 1 square. Story time. Place an ally Rose can see in a square adjacent to Rose. So these ally ones, we're just going to go ahead and just not do those ones because of the fact that we aren't playing it like that.
1v1ing it.
Thank you for being a friend. Okay, give the friendship status card to an ally within 3 squares that Rose could see. So, like, we really need...
Oh my gosh, Rose is the best character in the whole world, dude. She's like, we're friends, you and me. After a challenge against this character is resolved, Rose may do a basic action. Discard the status of the character, or Rose is knocked out. So if you attack my friend can just be like, Rose, I need you to do something for me. And Rose will be like, yeah.
So... we obviously need the other board game. We obviously need the 2 players and we would have to play it that way. But with that being said, we can kind of explain the rest of this game, I think, without going into it.
Pick one of my tokens.
I was going to say, I don't know, this one.
Life isn't fair. Deal.
So I
goes on my 2.
2? Even though it says 3?
Yours puts it on my 2.
I see. Okay, so at this point we would continue, and then during the next turn we move the tokens down.
So you have one more action. So you still have an action. It's still your turn with 1 action.
I would just try to attack you again.
Challenge?
Yeah, but I'm going to explain the rest of the game. Because it's not going to work with all, because there's so much allies that we need.
I got 3.
Wait, how did you roll 3 dice?
I only rolled 2. This was already out here.
Oh. Okay.
So, if it's a tie, nothing happens.
Which you got it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't get sent home.
So nothing gets sent home. So at that point though, if there would have been 2 characters, if one was knocked down and I ended up moving this way, I'd be able to use an action to help you up.
Yep.
That's why you need so much allies and you need all these other players so that way, because at least if you play 1v1, that means everyone kind of gets 2 turns.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. Or someone opts to play 1 extra character if there's 3 people that are playing and stuff like that, you know? But yeah, so that to me, I thought was a really fun. I mean, now that I'm remembering how the game goes, this is why I bought it, because you can play 2 players, and at least if there's 2 people playing, like you get that extra time and feeling like you get to do those extra moves. You know what I mean? Especially for a kid.
My favorite element of this game, we're actually going to see happen. So that's both of your turns. That's both of your actions. You're now done. It is my turn. I choose my character. I'm choosing Rose. And because she's knocked down, I can't do any of the basic or special actions. Mm-hmm. Instead, I have her stand up. And that is it. Now, the round is over. So anything on the cooldown track goes down. Exhausted people get their exhausted. And the first player token gets passed. So now I get to start the next round.
That would be you.
So instead of you being able to immediately attack me again this turn, I get to actually start doing things. I get to start doing things even though that I was knocked down. So, much like this, on my turn, my first action is going to be to move. I'm going to go 1, 2.
I kind of want to go over some of the stuff that comes in the other box too, Mikey. I think these are kind of funny.
And my other action is going to be move again. 1, 2.
Well, yeah, and then your next action would be to take the flag.
Well, I've used both my actions. Now, according to this, when the round ends, if I'm still standing there, I get 2 points. So unless you knock me down...
But you know getting up is one action, right?
No, getting up is the full turn.
Oh, yes.
But that was when you were first player. So you started it, and I finished it by standing up. Now the first player thing moved. I get to start the new round,
see.
So I'll just double move.
Okay. But, yeah. Are we going to really play a whole game?
I mean, I'm winning.
You won. We'll just say that you won, dude, just for the sake of the argument. Jesus Christ, it's like a child here.
That's really cool. I like...
There's a lot more cards that come with the Rick and Morty stuff. We gotta. I want to read some of these.
I'm liking like an interesting thing here, right? You can use Southern Hospitality. Move each rival Blanche can see up to 2 squares toward her. So on your turn, you could literally use the ability to move my dude 2 squares near you.
Like Mortal Kombat.
So I get scorpioned over.
Yes.
My whole plan to get the 2 points in the first place fails.
Yes.
That's hilarious. That's cool. Okay, so there's definitely a strong element.
There's
of strategy.
ways of getting it going.
I'm very curious to see how they've kind of built the characters. At first, I mean, like off rip, I'm like, okay, these characters are kind of broken. Challenge 4, all this other crazy nonsense. I'm very curious to see how they balance it.
That's why I want to go over some of the stuff that's here, because the fact that they told me you merge the 2 worlds together, I want to see how the challenges between the 2 would actually work. See what I mean? So, okay. So with Rick and Morty, you got Rick Sanchez.
Get
Swifty. An adjacent ally may do a basic action. Rick may do a basic action limited to once per turn. Then there's Belch. Challenge 2. Shift an opponent's ability token up to 1 number on their cooldown track. Damn, this is pretty dominating. Irresponsible Genius. Move 2. Give a Rick Sanchez status card to an ally within 2 squares that Rick can see. Okay.
And he has a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, so let me do the Wubba Lubba Dub Dub first.
Wubba Lubba Dub Dub.
If Rick is your last character taking a turn in a round, he may give a Rick Sanchez status card to an ally within 2 squares that he could see. Okay, so they give you 2 chances of that. That's why there's so many cards. So there's 4 Rick Sanchez cards. Or 3, I mean. 3. Ray Gun. Discard discard to add 2 to the range of a challenge. Your opponent takes 1 of your unspent ability tokens and places it on the 2 of your cooldown track.
Okay.
So that's one of them. Dark Matter. Discard before moving to move 2 extra squares. Your opponent takes 1 of your unspent ability tokens and places it on the 2 of your cooldown track.
Okay.
Damn. Combat Suit. Discard before challenging to roll 2 extra dice. Your opponent takes 1 of your unspent ability tokens and places it on the 2 of your cooldown track.
Okay, so he basically allows you to kind of power up another character's abilities by giving them both a combat suit, a ray gun, and some dark matter. That's cool. I'm liking that. That's cool.
So now we'll move over to Morty. Morty Smith.
I don't know about this, Rick.
I don't know about this. Move 2. Morty may do an interact or assist action. Get it together. Take an ability token from your cooldown track and put it in your ability token pool. Violent outburst. Challenge 4. Morty cannot do this ability if the yellow like little flag token is in your ability token pool.
Violent outburst.
Now the defense is moral compass. Morty adds an extra yellow flag token to your ability token. Oh, little bug. Hey, bug. Get in, bug. Your ability token pool at the start of the game. Oh, let's start from the beginning. Morty adds an extra token to your ability token pool at the start of the game, as shown in the ability dots to the right.
Got it. So most of these characters start with 2, whereas Morty gets to start with an extra 1.
No, there's alien and robot. I don't know who goes to who. I'll have to figure that out later. That's like the gentleman color and that. Mm-hmm. So you determine what color you are. And then they have portal gun, which I'm assuming the portal gun is like the cheesecake where it just kind of lands on the table. This one is place the portal token on the square. This character can see within 2 squares. Treat the square containing your portal token as a part of your starting area. So there's a lot of moving around when you're with Rick and Morty. Now, when you get the flag at the very end, Mikey, when you actually get it, you get to, on your next turn, portal back pretty much to whatever area you want to be, whether that's the Golden Girls or the Rick and Morty.
Interesting.
So you can portal back anywhere on the table. And then when all these tokens are taken off of the table, and they've all gone through their cooldown, or not all of them, I guess I should say, when they come off their cooldown, they go back to their spot.
Okay.
That's what it is. As soon as it comes down through the now I'm remembering. It's all slowly coming back to me. It's all coming back to me.
That's pretty neat, dude.
Yes. And then if they get knocked out, I believe this goes down.
That was one thing that I was very curious about. So it looks like the miniature itself is not necessary because you have this is also a character placement thing. So you have like lifeguard, I'm standing, and if you get knocked down, you just flip it over, it says knocked down. That's pretty cool. And then it has the relevant, I'm assuming other characters have either more defense or attack token, like dice or something like. Because I mean, if you get 3,
I don't know what Rick and Morty can is. Let's see. Oh, see, the Rick and Morty ones are green.
That's awesome.
A lime green. And
I'm a fan of the artwork. I mean, it's very pretty.
It's a really beautifully made game. I can't even talk. A beautifully made game.
The quality on the cards is fine.
Yeah.
Like these are all right. Definitely, like, I think any kind of moisture will probably warp these pretty bad though. So you'd want to be careful playing with these around drinks.
Which you did say that there are sleeves for
some,
even those little tiny ones. I've seen
this you could sleeve super easy. This is like your standard size like playing card, but something like this is a lot bigger.
They have sleeves for those.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, rad! Yeah, I think I would recommend sleeving, but I mean everything. You'd sleeve everything.
So now that we know what the player token is. The first player token is, these are now the pins of Light to Dark Side, and they let us have these for free if you purchase the games.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun on the back.
Yeah, it has. That's what the poster is that I didn't bring in. It's this artwork, and then that's what the Rick and Morty, I believe, was the same poster.
They have their own kind of a thing. That's really cool. That's pretty neat. I mean, just having, I like these.
The artwork for it is, what you expect from Funko, the super fun, cute kind of art. And
so I like that. The dice are nice. They're standard dice.
Yeah.
The board is thick cardboard. The edges on this thing are probably bound to get a little messed up.
That's my only criticism about it, is that there's so much edges to it that I wish they would have made it a little bit more sturdier, so I wouldn't feel like it was gonna get bent and like curl on the edges if there's ever like moisture, you know, humidity.
That's about it. I feel like moisture is gonna be the most dangerous kind of part towards the whole game.
Yeah.
All of the pieces seem pretty well in design.
The dice are pretty legible. Nothing's like mistaking from a distance on the table. Now, Mike, you have really bad vision. Can you see the dice well enough?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the inking on it's fine. They're all inlaid, so these will do just fine. The instructions are relatively easy to understand. The whole round situation.
If you guys want to see anything, please let us know. If there's something that I'm not showing, if you want me to pull something out, I can do that.
One thing that I am kind of a fan of is in the instructions, it tells you very clearly your first game. The whole objective of the first game is to knock down your opponent's character and then knock them out to win.
Yeah. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Get out of my way.
They're like, you're playing for the first time, just beat up your friend. And then later on, the rules seem to expand a bit more, like how to use items, how to really do the scenarios, more players, mixing up the games.
Yeah.
So I think they do an alright job of like, okay, here's the basic things you need to know before you get really into the whole like.
And it seemed like they were more based about like being flexible too with the game. You know, if there's things that you want to do to mix it up, they kind of were like, you know, the game was meant to be flexible. It was meant to be, you know, just to have fun, like just go in. You know what I mean? And once you kind of get it rolling and you start figuring things out, you're like, okay. And there are things like where, like maybe you want to figure out where the cheesecake goes, do whatever kind of funny dynamic you want to do to it, and roll it around like that. You know, like it's kind of like up to the player.
I see. One thing that you can do is if you have your thing right here, you can actually place the gem on the thing
and make it even more role playing. You know, try to bring the table to life as much as possible.
That's cool. You can add some stuff, move things around. Super cute, dude.
Yeah, it's really awesome. If I would have had space in my luggage and all that, I probably would have tried getting the other ones, but.
I'm assuming Rick and Morty. So the scenarios I've got like a flag and a control scenario. So on the other side in the house, you're supposed to control certain areas to gain points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here.
A little bit.
Open up the Rick and Morty one really quick while I put this away.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's got a lot
Just
more.
looking at it, like there's an arcade room going on right now. Games, pinball machine. Is there anything silly on here? Lunch special. We got a bike. What else do we got? We got some drinks. Got some colorful paddles. Got a ketchup bottle. Oh! Hot dog stand, maybe? Some flippe-floppes.
Okay, wait. Let's see how the folding process of this goes. I want to make sure it's... Okay. Okay, not bad. Not bad. It's kind of folding within itself, you know?
So I think, because it says flags, just the big one. Yeah, just that.
Which one are you looking at?
This.
Wait.
Or just
look it. There's different scenarios.
So this one has a bunch of them. So we're looking at...
That's why this one's 13 and over, too, because it's a little bit more added stuff to it. And maybe that's why there's so much extra.
So here's blips and chips. Blitz and stuff.
Wow.
So it looks like the Blitz map, there's a territory scenario where you want to occupy scoring areas to gain points. The scoring area is here in the middle. That's nice. They also have a control setup where there are 3 control zones that you need to take over. So they're all, like King of the Hilly. And I'm liking, this is nice. This is alright. Like the color in it's fun. I like the walls. This is very arena-esque. That's cool.
There's a lot more challenge on that. That's for sure.
And then we have kind of our
So
standard.
even this one. So this one reminds me of the house layout for Golden Girls.
Yeah.
So if you're a beginner, I guess after now looking at the one that we just did, that we had set up, is probably the best to start with if you have little ones and you're trying to get to know the game.
It's very like straightforward. Like there was 3 walls in the center and then open avenues.
Yes.
Versus here we've got the we've got the household. We've got here's Rick's garage.
Yep.
Here's the kitchen, the living room, dining room.
Is this Morty's room right here?
I think so. I don't know whose room that is though.
That's probably what's her name's.
That might be Rick's room actually.
Well, there's like weights in there and a
Or his
baseball
sister.
bat. Well,
If you know, let us know. And we'll
what's his sister's name? I forget. Meg, right? No, that's Family Guy.
I don't remember off the top of my head. So we've got leaders where you want to knock out your opponent. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So leaders, you declare one of your doodads as the leader. You have to knock out your rival's leader to gain extra points. And the last one is another flags game. So get to the starting area of your opponent and get extra points.
That's pretty it's pretty to the point.
Yeah. I like the map layouts are kind of cool.
Yeah, this one's a little harder, but I would like to see the Golden Girls
Yeah,
come
we'll
out.
we'll have to
So
actually
like
sit and
imagine
play.
combining the two. Because that's why you need that's why they were like, well, you need to buy 2 Golden Girls if you want it to have like match the same thing, but you can combine them and then mix the 2 worlds so that you start out in one area and then you have to make your way over here.
That's entertaining. Okay.
It's a verse, man.
You go from
it's a verse.
go from the Florida boardwalk to freaking Morty's home.
Or the arcade. Imagine the boardwalk to the arcade.
There we go.
That would make sense, you know, if you're gonna do the role playing thing.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of giving you the opportunity to just have fun. You've got rules that you can kind of adjust to better play with.
Yes.
The packaging looks nice. Everything seems well tucked away. I'm very curious to see what they do with FunkoVerse. If it gets popular, I'm sure they'll put out a lot of crazy stuff.
Wow.
I think it would be
crazy things.
it'd be really cool if you could use your current Funkos that you own at home and somehow integrate those into the game.
I'm sure you could if they have these. Like I'm sure if you have Rick and Morty, maybe just kind of setting it up around it just to kind of make it like a game night would be
You can imagine
fun.
like Brigida as like an assist Funko Pop.
I mean, if you have a creative kid and maybe your kid wants to do something like that, I would never hold them back on doing something like that and creating their own character cards. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I mean, I mean, the other Funko Pops definitely won't fit. However, that's not the point.
No.
Oh.
You could use I see what you're saying, like the little mini keychains.
I haven't dabbled with those.
Maybe the keychains.
That's true. That's kind of
Just
cool.
saying.
You do the giant Pokemon. Have you seen the giant Charmander? It's like this big. My housemate got one. She's very, very happy with it. She got all 3 of the starting Pokemon.
Well, Mikey, it has come to the end of what we have to do. Do we have confessions for today? We have 10 more minutes left. Do we have confession? Well, now 9.
Yeah, I have some stuff I could confess.
I mean, I can make something up. I've always got confessions.
Tell me your sins.
I always have something to confess.
Well, I mean, do you got something already in mind?
I'm sure it'll come to me while you're talking.
Oh, did me start? So, let's see. I've spent pretty much all month at Ren Fair.
Yes, you have.
My confession today
Don't be corny.
What do you mean don't be corny?
Don't be like, I missed you.
No.
Okay, good.
No. They...
Not anymore.
Not anymore. They had an activity late one night at the bar where you could go and get drinks and watch some supreme wrestling.
I heard about this.
And I've never gone to like a wrestling show or like gone to like an MMA fight like in the flesh.
Uh-huh.
And so this is my first experience.
Okay.
Doing some rad stuff, and there, it was oil wrestling.
And who did you wrestle?
I didn't actually. I tried to wrestle. I tried really hard. I
thought you did. I thought you accomplished.
I got to go in the rink. It was in an inflatable pool.
But you didn't get to actually challenge anybody.
No. I met the owner and all the stuff, and he was like, listen, if you were like 15 minutes early, maybe we could have got you in there. But otherwise, you're a strange person with strange requests.
This is all true. This is all very true statements about you.
And so
I don't blame him now from what I'm hearing.
Well, he said, after meeting you, you're fine. Like, there wouldn't have been any kind of problems. But I didn't get to. So my confession is that I turned up 100% for the oil wrestling. Like, I was yelling and screaming, and
you were cheering him on.
We were drinking. It was one of the best times ever. And so, in closing, I think we should get an inflatable pool and oil wrestle.
Like, you have a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
Why are you the traitor?
Why am I no.
Okay, what is going on with that? There were so many pissed off people, and Ben and I were literally sitting there, like, barely even, like, surviving, and we're like, what are they all babbling about?
So, we played a game of Avalon. It's a hidden identities game where you're given a hidden identity.
Oh, I've played with you.
Yeah, you're a good guy or a bad guy. I was a good guy all night, and they were deceiving me, okay? Sebastian stabbed me in the heart. Peyton stabbed me in the butt. Michelle stabbed me in the eye. It was awful. It was...
So it got contentious.
Kind of. I mean, we played one game. We had a good time.
Well,
we played
in the
second
chat,
game.
it seemed like there was a lot of sadness.
When we played the second game, it was for keeps. And then I think we played a third and fourth, but by that time we had a lot to drink, so I don't know what was going on.
Remember.
And so I guess somehow I had deceived everyone, and they got really butthurt about it. And that's a fabrication. They're the traitors. Okay.
They lied to you.
They lied to me. It was a lot of fun, though. It was a lot of fun.
My confession? I don't know. I've been so busy that everything's so blurry these days. I think my confession is I wish I could have gone to Ren Fair so that I could have gotten some better sleep.
I feel it.
That's my confession.
It would have been nice.
I enjoyed hanging out with Josh. Don't get me wrong. I really did. But I wouldn't have been sad if I would have been able to go to bed a little earlier. I do wish I would have gone on whatever adventure one of our friends went on.
Oh, Valhalla.
And that's all we're going to leave it at. Because I guess whatever happens in Valhalla is supposed to stay in Valhalla.
Bro, it broke out of Valhalla.
Yeah.
And
I'm not going to be the one that spoils their fun because I want to hope that I get to join that fun next time.
it all started with a fire. And then it went.
Isn't that right? That's every good story.
And then
it started with a fire.
It all started with a fire. Oh, I did get to play with lightsabers. That's another story for another time. I love lightsabers.
You love anything that lights up.
It was so much fun, dude. And there was did you work there for like the thunderstorm? We should say goodbye so I can tell you about the thunderstorm.
Oh yeah, I gotta check my video footage on that.
Yeah, see if we got all the lightning strikes and stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
it was rad.
I want to thank you guys. If you sat through this, thank you for listening. We apologize if it was a little different than usual. We're pretty exhausted. We're pretty discombobulated. But fair is over, and we can move on with things. And
we can return to our regularly scheduled shenanigans.
Yes.
Sleep. That's our shenanigans.
That's
No, we've got PAX coming up. After PAX, we're making some real big strides for the company.
Yeah, we're coming out of hashtag Summer RPG 2019, and we'll be going into fall, winter. And I know that there's some things. We got to play the open for season 9, Forge and Fire, at the Dragonflight, and we plan on running that one again for OrcaCon, and we're going to make it, I think, bigger. We're going to really go big. We're going to have costuming. I got to play Pip-Yep, so I don't know if I'm going to be playing Pip-Yep again, but if I do, it's definitely going to be, we're going to go epic for the open. Yeah. We're going to go big.
Or we're going to go home. Go big and go home.
And then with the Cleric, there is never going home.
Go big or go home.
When does he ever go home? He never gives up. We always go big.
Whether
we doubt it's going to go big, we go big.
That's fair. I mean, like, we went big at Renfair. Oh, okay, we didn't go big. Like, we didn't get fireworks enough.
We weren't the loud group.
I know we weren't the loud group. That's another confession. We weren't the loud group.
It was a case of mistaken identities, and there were hugs and free drinks.
We must have been the loud group before the known stoners.
That was the funniest thing ever. You guys, we weren't the bad ones. That was.
I'm proud of you guys.
I've never seen a golf cart like whip it around a corner, dude. She was like, skirt. I have to hug you. And I was like, shit, run. We're being chased by a crazy lady. So.
But yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys. If you haven't given us a follow, make sure you give us a follow. We appreciate it. Keep on keeping on in our social media, watching what's going on.
So you can check out all the reruns on YouTube.
Yes.
We are
on Facebook too.
Yeah, we're on Facebook.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I think we're out.
Have a good one.
We're out. Hashtag
Summer RPG.
Summer of
RPG.
Summer of RPG.
Try again. Take 2.
Okay. Hashtag
Summer of RPG 2019.
What? Was it me? What?
Yeah, that was you this time.
Oh,
Summer of RPG 2019. I made sure.
But can you spell it though?
SUMMEROF RPG 2019.
We forgot the hashtag. Judge.